Hafide, welcome to the League of Legends Summer League semifinals. This morning, ND Phase Rush was able to defeat the UOG Triton Esports squad. So they will be going to the finals, and we are going to play our next semifinal match right now between SBR and the top seeded Thunder Chicken. My name is Ken, and I'm joined today by ArcPulse and Administrator. Guys,
Hey
Yo, how's it
everybody, how's
going,
it
everybody?
going?
all right, so I think we're about to just jump right into it. While I coordinate with the guys in the lobby, you guys can talk a little bit about today's matchup. If you're just tuning in, remember that Esports is brought to you by Natopia Internet Cafe, Coffee Slut, and Guam Windward Memorial. Thank you, of course, to these fine sponsors who support the growth of esports on Guam. Uh, you guys take it away while I set these guys up.
All right. Well, Thunder Chicken, we already know, really strong team. They're the only team to beat ND Phase Rush, so I'm gonna go ahead and say the match is in favor of Thunder Chicken, but I don't know how much practice the SBR has put in, so I guess we'll have to see when the game comes up.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Administrator right now. Just because Thunder Chicken has had such a really strong run in the season, so it may be more in their game's favor. However, we'll just wait and see whether or not it's gonna be one-sided, or it may actually turn out to be pretty even and go in SBR's favor.
It really depends how much practice they put in, how much analysis they did of the opposing team. Uh, Thunder Chicken really takes a lot of time to like study the teams they go up against, and they analyze a lot of the gameplay. So I think it's whoever did their homework better in this situation.
You know who didn't do their homework better? It was me. Because these guys told me, like, oh, yeah, I'm class of 2023, 2019, but apparently these guys are like all different classes 2022, 2021, 2017, 2012. But hey, you know, the one cool thing is each of these teams, all their players went to Okudu. So it's a little battle between alumni, Okudu alumni, as well as current Okudu high school students. So this should be pretty interesting. And this is the playoffs, so this is best 2 out of 3. And since Thunder Chicken is the. Oh, I guess we're going right into the draft. And their Thunder Chicken will have the blue side, so they're their first seed, so they got first pick for game one.
Always a good ban, just because one hook and pretty much you're
Impure
kind of locked into place. However, also banning the Vayne pick, very interesting. Just because I haven't seen Thunder Chicken's bot lane ever really run Vayne that much. It's always been something else like Yasuo or even where else? Ezreal, I guess. So definitely an interesting choice.
They could have checked match history and seen somebody practicing Vayne and maybe saw it as a threat, so they eliminate the threat early by doing so.
Always a good choice, right?
I mean, yeah, if they did their homework and they see that Vayne's a threat in the match history, then of course I would ban it if I see it as a threat. Late game, very strong champions. So I could see it happening.
And also SBR targeting the Maokai pick. I know that I believe it was Chimp who played Maokai in one of the season's games.
Yeah.
So I can see that can be quite an issue. Maokai's tanky, he just kind of never dies. Even if he falls behind, he could still be the best front line you'll ever have. So very good ban.
Are you certain?
Oh, very interesting LeBlanc ban as well. I have yet to see. I don't think I've seen Sobi on LeBlanc. I've seen most of his games. Pretty much, he ran like stuff like TF
Corki.
and Corki is most especially. I'm surprised they didn't ban his Corki.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's almost no respect for the Corki lately. I really feel like that needs to be banned out of the way because it is very strong. In one of the games, we saw him play Fizz, which is also very dominant on, but LeBlanc is one of the champs that Angelo or Sobi is pretty good at. I've seen him play it a couple of times, and it's nothing to scoff at. I'm sure he'll. I'm sure he can run a clinic on anybody in mid lane with most mid lane champions, though. He's pretty well versed in assassins, control mages, and what have you.
Oh,
But he's probably the best at assassins, if I do say so myself. Just
well,
watching his gameplay.
he's definitely made Corky an assassin for himself. So,
Oh,
let's see if he's gonna actually go into picking that for today's match.
yeah, Corki does burst people down really fast, so he can be played in an assassin-ish playstyle where he just comes in, does his burst damage, then leaves the fight with a Valkyrie. So, I mean, he wouldn't be really classified as a control mage because he doesn't really have any control elements. So, he's like a burst caster, I guess, which is basically what a assassin is, burst caster, like LeBlanc.
And oh, it looks like Sobi might be going for the Oriana pick today. Very very interesting pick. However, Oriana is very good in not just solo queue, but even especially in professional play. You see it always in like high majors like LCS, but looking at all these picks right now, it's a lot of I like to say with the Leona pick, a huge lockdown covering Gragas.
The next label play.
Also a lot of CC on this side of for Team Thunder Chicken right now.
Shout out to
It's
Team
a lot
Thunder
of
Chicken for donating $1 to the stream. And remember, you can get the chicken at 646-880.
The next label play.
The
Next label play.
I hope that's the right number, 8808. If not, hey, chat, put the correct number in the chat. Get that beautiful Korean Thunder Chicken. I love it. So the Zyra pick, is that is that typically like a jungler pick, or is there another lane that
It's typically a support pick. So Ashe Zyra, I'd like to say it's a very good combo, just because Ashe has slows on her passive whenever she autos, and Zyra can also build Rylai's, which makes it even much more slower, and they just can control the lane that way. Even pretty good in controlling team fights in the mid to late game. So, very good also heavy CC on Team SBR as for right now.
Oh, TC wins games, especially during team fights. So it's kind of anti-synergy to have Oriana and Gragas on the same team though, because Gragas like disperses targets and Oriana brings targets in.
Sharpening
kind
my
of odd.
feathers.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Just because he does have that combo where he ease in, autos with his empowered W, and then probably ults away for displacement. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something to combo with for the bot lane. Maybe displacing the ADC or anybody else on in the team with the Leona pick.
It's Yasuo Gragas bot lane, I think.
Ah,
If I had to
great.
guess. If
That
that
sounds
is
very
a
valuable.
support pick, then it's Yasuo Gragas bot lane. It's pretty solo queue, but I think it's been played in competitive as well, so it's not a bad idea. And ePuppy does, ePuppy does play Gragas sometimes. But it could just be Sobi mid Gragas, and he's just gonna Panunu them with the barrel Q combo and just destroy people. But that's very fancy and not exactly the easiest to execute mechanically. So it'd be fun to watch for sure if he's able to pull it off.
Right. Looking like Leche Young might be picking Lucian into this for this game. Remember that this is game 1 out of possibly 3. Whoever gets first to 2 will actually move on to the finals. And what is that composition? Is this Lucian top?
Could be.
It's I guess it might be Lucian top. Very strong flex with Team Thunder Chicken right now. I'm very highly respecting it. With the, I'm actually quite surprised with Team SBR as well. I don't know who is running the
Okay,
top
so
lane
it's
or the mid
Lucian
lane.
mid, or is it Lucian mid? No, it's Lucian top, Gragas jungle, Oriana mid, Leona Kaisa bot, and then it's Kassadin mid, Wukong top, Tark jungle, Ashe Zyra, which is a classic lane we've seen before in competitive. So that's what the lineup will be. That's at least what I'm betting the lineup.
Speaking of flex,
Also,
99% sure.
I just like to
Go ahead.
remind everybody that the Ladder Esports Valorant League starts July 25th to August 15th. Registration ends on July 18th, so you have about a week left to get your team signed up, whether it be on North America or Asia Pacific. $7 per team. Matches are these Saturdays, so definitely check that out. And once again, you're watching this matchup between Thunder Chicken and SBR. Guys, any things to take away from today's matchup?
To take away from?
Yeah, like from the lineups that were picked.
From the lineups, SBR is definitely gonna have they have a very strong bot lane with Ashe and Zyra. It's very easy to gank. Taric actually is a very interesting jungle pick, and there was a pro or not pro. He's like a challenger Taric one trick. I think his name was Light Rocket 2. He's really good at Taric, and he plays it in the jungle. He usually goes press the attack or glacial augment. He will level 2 gank bot for sure if he's doing exactly as Light Rocket would do. Kassadin, late game carry. Wukong, Taric, Ashe, they all scale pretty well into the late game, so they are looking to stall out the game just long enough so that they can be very powerful. And Thunder Chicken is looking for pretty decently strong mid game engagement, and they have Kaisa for the late game hyper carry, and they have enough tools to peel for her in the late game as well. So
So wait,
either way,
who is jungling on Thunder Chicken?
Thunder Chicken, it's either Gragas or Kaisa, I think.
yeah, guess that's
Because
something
Kaisa
I
can
definitely
jungle.
noticed. I definitely noticed
And
the
Lucian mid?
it looks like Thunder Chicken is gonna be flexing their roles even right now, so we won't really be able to see until we get into game. Just because it looks like there's a bit of a swap around if they're going to respective lanes.
If role swapping is allowed, then Oriana's mid, Lucian ADC with Leona, and then Kaisa in the jungle. Or something like that. Gragas top. It's very flexible. It's very confusing. The more you look at it, the more kind of like the potential of the flex is very high. But Dunna is a ADC main as well, so I don't doubt that he can go Kaisa jungle and not have a problem with it. But he might just want to play ADC for this game and just hide some picks for the other competitive teams.
You were mentioning there's
Right,
a little bit of anti-synergy, but now that you see the full 5 on the Thunder Chicken side, do you think that they have a stronger team fight than SBR, or like which?
SBR, if they
SBR has a
play it
stronger
right,
team fight.
they have
Yeah.
a much better team fight. But Taric is a very hard champion to play correctly. The ulti is very hard to play correctly. It's not just something you learn overnight. It's something that you have to get a feel for, because as soon as you see a Taric ulti go down, your team can just disengage and it's not a problem anymore. But if they catch you while you're in the middle of a team fight, CC's being dropped, people are getting focused down, it's hard to avoid, and Taric nullifies all damage, so it can be pretty nasty if played right, but it's very easy to play around. So you'll see Thunder Chicken, when Taric ultis comes down, they're just gonna dip out, let it ride out, and then come back in. So it's easy to play around, but it's also, if the Taric is good, it'll make a world of difference. So yeah, we do see the Glacial Augment Taric jungle, as previously stated.
Yeah, I definitely do not see Arc jungle that often, but it does look like they are going to be flexing. They're going to be swapping around some roles on the side of Thunder Chicken. Looks like Le Young is going to be our jungler this game, and E Puppy is going to be our mid laner this game, switching with actually Sobi going into top lane, Chimp going into support, and Dunna is actually going to be playing in the bot lane. Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty flexible players.
Right. And I'm looking at the Team Thunder Chicken right now. Looks like they might be trying to go for a little bit of an invade. However, I think the ward is going to spot them right there. Tarek is actually going to be backing. Nobody can stop him.
Why didn't Leona have E? I'll never know.
I don't understand. They were actually able to get him, but she started Q.
I think he auto leveled that
Hmm.
early on, but starting E when you invade as Leona is pretty paramount. Maybe they didn't really want to commit to it.
Very respectable.
Yeah, pretty good early wards by SBR here, making sure they don't get invaded. And Tarek did go back for his sweeper, right?
That is correct.
Yes, he did.
Or wait.
Good. Yeah, it's a good
Yes,
habit to have.
yes, he did.
So give me a moment to fix this.
So kind of just looking at this right now, Admin, what would you say about Tarek jungle? How would you define his clears? Just because I have not really seen or been familiar with this, I would assume that would be actually pretty slow in comparison to Gragas, who's an actual jungler.
Tarek jungle's actually hella good. I've played it a couple of times myself. It's very surprising, but it's quite fast because of his passive bravado. So every time he casts
Ah,
a spell, he gets a reset on his auto attack, and his second auto attack is empowered based on the amount of armor he has, and it reduces all the cooldown of his base spells. So he only levels his Q once, which is his heal, and he uses the low mana cost to continually spam and double auto attack the wolves. And you'll see him do that in the jungle, and it makes his clear very fast, and it also makes him a very threatening duelist early on. He can beat down a surprising amount of jungle matchups. Like I've 1v1 the Lee Sin as Tarek jungle at level 3, and it was not a problem.
very, very interesting. And it looks like Sobi really chunking out Wukong right now, or Wu King. They're actually gonna have to go back. Sobi having a huge advantage right now.
Yeah, he's completely pushed him out of the lane. Range top laners, Lamau. If you're playing a range top laner, you're not really playing range top lane. So unfair advantage. But
And we'll
does
see
have
how Wukong adapts. Just because I know Wukong has very, very strong all-in, but same goes for Lucian, and he's actually low. But the thing is, with that level up, he's actually chasing. And looks like Tarek's gonna be ganking, and not gonna be able to get anything. He actually uses W really quite late. Could have gotten that stun if he actually tried.
I think Sobi still had flash. He was relatively safe. It's unfortunate that Wukong wasn't able to get anything off of that gank.
Right. Looks like Leche Young got himself caught out a little bit, and they're fighting for Scuttle Crab. However, I think not much is going to come out of it. Just some chunk damage, and it looks like First Blood is going to go to Sobi. I actually missed that play. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but it is on stream. Sobi lines up a nice Q on the clone and is able to eliminate Wu King as he walks into the bush. Chaeyoung able to steal the Scuttle Crab of the top side after Tarek worked hard on it, so well played by him as well. Not much going down in the city of bot lane. I was expecting level 2 pop off from Leona, but she doesn't seem to be looking for any aggressive engagements here. Okay.
And it looks like they got really chunked out in the bot lane, so I can understand why they're recalling. Plus, they pushed the wave in, so they should definitely cash in and buy.
I don't. Let's see how much gold Dona has.
Well,
Yeah,
it
he got
looks like
enough
it.
money for a pickaxe, so that's decent.
Yeah,
Working his way towards his mana Mura.
are pretty steady right now. And everybody's kind of doing decently well, with the exception of top lane, just because he's behind on farm and he's also behind down on a kill.
Yeah, if you're against a ranged top laner, it is quite hard. Wukong's passive's pretty good for that though, the iron skin, so or stone skin.
Right.
You get the armor and health regen every 5 seconds. So
Oh, and there's something in the bot lane. It looks like Tarek actually counter ganked, but Zyra's gonna be going down a little bit. Dunna's actually gonna be going down. And are they gonna get anything from Chimp? No? Chimp is gonna actually walk out alive just because of that, because of Leona's W. So,
he's super tanky. Eclipse makes him. Eclipse makes Leona like obscenely tanky, as well as Aftershock. I'm
right.
surprised they got caught off guard there. Maybe they're finally looking for that aggressive play and they just got caught with their pants on. It's a huge wave that Dunna's gonna
Right.
get.
Oh, and I don't understand what Wu King was trying to do there in the top lane. He was actually quite low, and Lucian didn't even activate his ulti until the last second. Man. He definitely should have waited for at least 6. Then I feel like he would have stood a lot more of a chance. But once again, it looks like Sobi is gonna be the one putting a lot of work into this game, having already 2 kills, having all the kills so far on his team.
Yeah, hard carrying the game. Yeah, he's consistently doing well in the tournament so far, so it's not surprising that he could play flexible roles. Tarek trying to clear out some of the vision that Chimp Police is putting down in his jungle. Successfully does so. Lucian is so he's probably gonna back here as well. Yes, he does.
Seeing a gank in the bot lane, not quite sure.
You're definitely
If,
gonna have to look out for their level 6. Ashe and Zyra, once they hit level 6, can dumpster most people. But Leona does have a strong level 6 too. I just don't think it's diveable against Ashe Zyra under turret with both their ults up. They're still level 5,
Oh,
so
there's something there in the bot lane, and wow, they just disappeared just because of that ulti and the burst damage also from Kaisa. They just disappeared in like 2 seconds. They didn't even stand a chance.
yeah, right before the level 6. I don't know why my stream is behind.
Oh, I've been also I've been getting some stutters, so I've just been
The next level
The
play.
next level
a bit more
play.
game. But it's definitely gonna look like first dragon is gonna go to Team Thunder Chicken, get that air Drake.
Yeah, easy pickup by them since bot lane was dead. Let's just see. Oh my god. What's wrong with League today? Bad game. Yeah, Wu King is just getting super bullied at top lane by Lucian. It's quite unfortunate.
Right. And even
He-
though Tarek is there, I'm not quite sure why he wouldn't try to help him out right now.
Because you don't gank
That-
losing lanes as a jungler.
That's very
It's
true.
just you're just both gonna die. And Wukong is just building offensively still. I feel like if he got a Doran's shield instead of a Doran's blade, because he went corrupting potion, which is fine.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
then he bought
Oh.
a Doran's blade.
Wow.
Oh, good
Very
reaction
good.
there. Good reaction there by Wukong, but yeah, that's not quite gonna save you, unfortunately.
No, that
Cheon
was
just walks up, and just fucking pops him.
Up, and then looks
Yeah.
like in the bot lane they're having a little bit of a skirmish. Up, and the Leona ulti has been dropped, but it looks like Dunna's gonna get the pick off. And Tarek is here to kind of try and clean up. Let's see if he does anything, but it looks like Dunna's just gonna be autoing the hell out of everybody. And Tarek, Juju, what are you gonna do?
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, and he still had ulti. I don't
Tarek
think
had
he's gonna
a
even live.
suboptimal spell rotation. He has to keep laying those auto attacks on and keep casting while fighting. It's not super difficult to do if you've played Tarek before, but yeah, once you get stuck on cooldowns as Tarek, you'll usually lose your duels. But he could have won that against
Oh,
Gunnar.
and there's a good ulti in the mid lane to kill off Kassadin.
Yeah,
Oh.
Chaeyoung's just trying to land the Panunu combo of throwing his Q out, then his R, and dragging the target into the Q with the R.
Right, and in just a few minutes, it looks like just Thunder Chicken has just started dominating across the entire map.
Yeah, Chaeyoung's just trying to do the Panunu combo. I'm pretty sure that's what this game is all about for him. Is he just wants to explosive cast into the barrel roll, which is it's flashy, but it's not the easiest thing to do unless you got some practice on it. So we'll see if you could pull it off this game. Yeah, SBR needs to scale up. They just haven't been allowed to do so. Wukong definitely got shut down really hard. Tarek is surviving so far, and so is Kassadin.
Oh, and it looks
though
like there's
he's
a fight in the mid lane. Lucian getting caught out, but he still has a lot of damage. And
Yeah, he's
Tarek's
huge.
not going to be able to get
Oh.
anything. Very good evasive maneuvers from Sobi, and also good response from Le Chaeyoung.
Yeah. Again, trying to fight these guys early is not going to help you. SBR, you guys need to scale and chill. Trying to find these engagements is what's causing you to lose if you are watching the stream.
Up. And it looks like Chimp wanted to do an engage, but even if he missed, it really didn't matter. Dunna is just 2 levels ahead of the entire bot lane, so... Oh.
Yeah, they're not making proper use of their team comp at the moment. And Juju
Right.
will die to Sobi in the jungle.
Right,
trying to
it looks
defend
like
his blue.
it looked like he was like really trying to secure that blue. Oh, and there's
my
the ulti
God.
again.
Some really good predictions here
That
by
was-
Chaeyoung though. Where the
Oh,
rip
and the
Wow.
what? The,
What a
It's pretty nasty.
it was a good attempt from Kassadin to try and do some dodging with his ult, but that smite just totally finished him off. He said, "Back off, you're just a minion to me."
Yeah, pretty good read there. Good prediction by Chaeyoung for sure. Still wasn't able to hit the Panuna combo though. Still
Right,
looking
I
out
saw
for
the
that.
attempt.
Yeah, he attempts it literally every time he has his ult up, but still hasn't hit it. Mighty unfortunate. Wonder if he's gonna try to 1v2 bot lane right now.
It's like SBR is kind of like wondering what to do right now. Wu King is just staying there, not really. He's really respecting where his opponents could possibly be. However, he does. That just means that he can't really farm. Waves pushed in. Now he has to just reset, go back.
He could be using wards to prevent this from happening, and his team could be helping him ward that side up, but I don't think they're in a position to be pushing forward. If he doesn't see Sobi on the map, then he's in danger. Because he has not bought a single defensive item. It would have really helped him to buy a Doran's shield instead of a Doran's blade in that matchup too. Unfortunate that he picked blade into longsword. He was trying to just outburst the Lucian who's ahead, which is unwise.
Right. Oh, and it looks like E-Puppy is getting a little bit caught out, but not really gonna do anything. And
What the heck?
Team Thunder Chicken is just responding, and oh, Kassadin gonna go down before the Tarek
Yeah.
ultimate's gonna actually proc for him.
Like I said, it ain't easy to time Tarek's ultimate perfectly. Like you would think that that was a good Tarek ultimate, but Tarek mains would tell you that was too late. And if they did it too early, then they would just disengage and leave you.
Right. It looks like Dolby's gonna come from the back. Ulti from Dunna, taking tower shots. He's tanking, but they just dove them underneath the tower.
I think Team SBR has already given up. or Maverick was just dancing there in the lane and eating all the CC from Leona. No attempt to dodge it.
Okay, hopefully that doesn't crumble them entirely, just because one, they do have a second game to play, so
Yeah, I feel like they should just be way more patient. I think they gave up a couple early deaths and felt the need to return reciprocate the kills, and that just ended up feeding more deaths. And now we're snowballed at a 19-2 lead with 14k gold advantage. So
That is correct.
insurmountable.
very
They
very
should have
true.
waited.
And and Juju just still trying to farm his jungle, but he meets Sobi saying, hey man, you can't do this, this is my jungle now.
So we could basically 1v1 anyone on their team at this point, so I'm pretty certain that this game is over, and I would look to go next to save the mental of my players if I was a coach. Because I don't think they're doing too well mentally at the moment. It's quite a deficit they've worked themselves into.
Very, very true. And it looks like bot lane is just going to be laughing at their tier 2 tower as they see Sobi approaching it. Really not going to do much. Going to still try to farm. Oh, and and they were just playing with like Wu King here, doing a decent amount of damage to Gragas, but obviously he's way too behind, does not have a completed item, and he's against two members of Team Thunder Chicken. Looks like Juju's just
Lakad
dancing.
Normally,
Completely disrespecting
normally.
the fact that Juju is here on the map. Yeah, this
Right.
one is,
Oh, and there's looks like an Ashe engage in the bot lane. Sobi, is he gonna be able to outplay this? Getting the heal off. They actually get the $1,000 shutdown.
what did it cost?
We use American currency in League of Legends too.
Yeah.
Wow, man. But you know
Yeah,
what?
double ult.
SBR just needs to just wipe the slate clean and rethink about the next game. And I think it was just it's really tricky. Like even us as commentators and casters, we didn't really know who was going to what lane with the lineup. So, they just gotta shake it off and probably try.
Yeah,
to
I
play
forgot you
better.
could change roles in this tournament, so that actually caught me off guard. I know Dunna plays ADC, but Kai'Sa's also flexible for jungle, so it confused me a little bit.
Right. It looks like they're just gonna be walking into the brush. No wards. Jeff's gonna go over the wall. Eric is actually ulting, but he just gets obliterated from Drea.
Whoa.
And Leche Young over the wall, ulting.
Yep.
That's a big oof, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
Harry also getting locked down. Trying to get a kill off of Chimp, but are you really gonna ult into a Leona? Insane. Oh, and there's Wu King trying to get some kills. He gets 1,000 gold shutdown as well. But all we see is just question mark pings on the map over and over again. They're just kind of saying, let's just go next, guys. Let's just go next.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're over it.
Right.
They're just making ham-fisted attempts at playing the game at this point.
Right. Trying to maybe get some kills for their next game power
Oh,
spike. Who knows?
gosh.
Oh, Gunna does go down. Just end the game already, Thunder Chicken. What are you guys doing?
Actually surprised that they didn't just try to end.
Yeah, there's BMing. We gotta make a rule against this because this is a waste of time.
Very true. They could have finished pre-20, which
Yeah, definitely.
however,
Right.
I actually don't. I really don't like
Oh god.
the mental right now for Team SBR. Actually, just kind of making fun of their own
Yeah.
laners, their own team. That's really not good for your team's mental.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be all chatting, honestly, in a tournament setting. But I think they're just trying to have fun with it because
Yeah.
they're
They're
getting
young, you
beat
know.
down so hard.
They're
Yeah.
young, and I think they're just happy to be, you know, I guess
Just
in
keep
the
playing,
playoffs,
yeah.
I guess. But yeah, like you know, they can have a chance to win this. It's not like they, you know, if you mentally
Well,
have
this
to believe
game,
you can
no.
win. No, no, yeah, no, this game is
This
game
game,
is a
no.
wash. You know, it's done. But you know, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. You know what I'm saying? So
Very true. And Sobi's just gonna finish it all with his back scratchers. Let's go. Oh,
Yeah.
but then he actually goes in way too deep. But, you know, E-Puppy's just gonna come in there, gonna ult them and say, what you guys doing? Come on, man. Come on, Sobi.
oh,
Let's move on to the next game.
Yeah, good Zonia's there by Champ Police, by the way. Stayed alive. Shout out to my fellow support players.
Right?
He has a Gargoyle Stone Plate and a Stopwatch, so again, just another BM play. No Panunu by Chaeyoung this entire game. Very disappointed in that as we go into the next game. Yeah, Thunder Chicken really needs to chill on their BM. I feel like that should be addressed.
yeah,
The
that
thing
was-
that's actually quite interesting is SBR was actually BMing their own team, so I feel like they really need a they should kind of reorganize. They have another game. However, we're just gonna have to wait and see how that will turn out.
If you're tuning in, you are watching the Laddie Esports League, League of Legends Summer League, and you're watching the semifinals. The winner of this matchup is going to go on to face ND FaZe Rush in the finals, which will take place next week. The playoffs are best 2 out of 3, so there's at least one more game in it for SBR here, as they try to even up the series at 1 game apiece versus Thunder Chicken. As we wait for the lobby to get created. Let me just double check the info while that's happening.
That also means that we'll be switching sides. Is that right?
Correct. Or it's up to you, these guys.
Yeah, they
to,
should switch sides.
yeah.
If it's best of 3, they always switch sides. And they already have done that. By default.
I just want to remind you guys too to also sign up for the Laddie Esports Valorant League. That starts July 25th to August 15th every Saturday at 9 p.m. Registration though ends on July 18th, and it doesn't matter if you play on Asia Pacific or North America. There are different leagues for each region. And also, if you want to play on Asia Pacific but you just don't have the capacity to, our friends over at UOG are allowing teams to play for free at their computer lab, and our sponsor Netopia is offering discounted prices. So definitely, if you like Valorant, if you like that first-person shooter action, check it out.
Alright, and we should be getting game 2 underway. Looks like they subbed out. Who did they sub out? They subbed out Dunna for Druckstar. That's
Dunna's
pretty
tired.
ambitious.
He wants that. He wants to go get some Thunder Chicken, I think. So it's done. He ate
That's-
enough. It was a
that's
buffet.
interesting.
It was a buffet that first game. So
I think they're just hiding their picks for the ND FaZe Rush game. No reason to reveal their true team comps, so they're just kind of doing solo queue heroes.
yeah, it's a wise play. I mean, if you're confident, you know, just play whatever. You know, hide your true talent, I guess.
Yeah, they're definitely hiding their picks. I would, it's 100%. They've swapped roles around, and they're, you know,
Impure food.
kind of just playing for kills and just flashy plays. They're not really respecting SBR at all.
Yeah.
But if we, maybe SBR can play a little bit better this game, and we'll see them bring it back.
They definitely can. You know what I mean? Like, if they can coordinate a good team makeup, take proper team fights at the right time, or just play characters with the tempo, or play the tempo of the characters' strong points, they might be able to pull off a win. You know what I mean? So, we will see.
Yeah, they just gotta keep their mental together. I know it can be hard, but in a tournament setting, you gotta play your best always, even if you're losing. You gotta just be the best team you can be at the moment because you are representing your team and your school for this instance. So.
Yeah. So we're seeing the same bans on the Thunder Chicken side, or I'm on the SBR side, right? So.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what SBR is going to play next rotation.
Are you
Their team
serious?
comp will be, since the Tark sheet didn't work out for us.
Pike.
Right.
Yeah. Good solo queue pick.
Especially it could be flexed in now. It's been being flexed in mid and as a support. So
Did get
technically, Pike can
it
go like a lot of like places, but I've seen him more
got
so in
nerfed
mid
though
and top.
recently.
Ah,
So
right. That's
I'm
right.
not sure if he's as good in the mid lane.
Dude,
But
who
he's
is that character? I've never seen this character.
Which Tom
Which one?
Kench,
Tom
the
Kench.
frog boy. Yeah, he used to
Yeah.
be super obscenely strong, and he got banned so many times in pro play that there was a meme about him called Unbench the Kench, which is also a Easter egg in Valorant, where there's a bench with Tom Kench's face on it. Fun fact.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
He's a very defensive support. He's able to consume one of his allies and hold them in his stomach, where they are safe from, any attacks,
Oh.
and able to spit them back out. So he kind of like preserves his allies by being a tank and then consuming them so that they're safe inside of his character model.
Man, I feel
Until
like
they get
Pudge
out.
used to be able to do this ability in Dota, but I don't know.
I thought he just hooks people in.
He does,
No?
but you
I didn't
have,
really play that much.
if you got a scepter, I think you can eat your teammates.
Oh,
I'm not
interesting.
sure.
Oh, that's in.
There's a character
I have
that
not
can do
played
that.
Dota.
I don't know. Maybe that's in Han. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I know-
TK is pretty cool.
that's awesome. It's dope.
Yeah, he was really strong at top lane at one point as well. They just kept nerfing him until he was basically useless. He's still decent, but you don't see him a lot anymore.
The next label
because,
play. Next label play.
He's not as good as he used to be. His tongue lash combo used to like almost indefinitely chain if you did it right, and he has a
See,
passive
you left
where
your brave pants
if
at
he
home.
autos you enough
Want
times,
me to wait while you go
he
get
can
them?
stun you, or he could stun you with a tongue lash and devour you, and just keep comboing that, and it was super annoying. I played him a lot at top when he was super OP at top lane. Very unfun to play against for sure, but now he's basically poo-poo garbage. So we'll see how they do. Thunder Chicken, they're just spelling sim, as you can see. Scion, Ivern, Mordekaiser, Poppy. They do not care about this game at all.
Oh my gosh.
Right. It looks like it's all
Never
for
take a
you.
fight
That's
you
like a
can't
hidden
win.
message. Or the
And
Sims in the chat.
It's Sims because it's set at the last one too. So it's Scion, Ivern, Mordekaiser, Poppy, set. Yeah, just saying Sims. So
That's
definitely
brilliant.
a shout out to the chat.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely that's for the Thunder Chicken Sims. If you are a Thunder Chicken Sim, make it be known in the chat. So shout out to them. Also be sure to hit up their store, actually, their restaurant. Drop the number in the chat also if you want some Thunder Chicken.
That's amazing. I'm still like, that's That's the usual suspects level of like reveal right there. Thank you for sharing that knowledge, Administrator. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm quite keen on these things, for I have played many custom games and have memed many times.
It's amazing. League of Legends never ceased to surprise me with the creativity at all the different levels of the meta game here.
Yeah, the players are definitely within the age rating of the game, PG-13. So
There you go.
their mental is also at the same level. League players
Definitely
brain
respect
goes boom. We do have a request to turn up the game volume.
Yeah, can we
in the
turn up the
chat.
master volume to maybe master volume at 30 or 40? It might be good.
Okay.
Just looking at the team comps right now, on the side of SBR, very bursty, all bursty type champions. Let's see how SBR will handle this game. Taking away the Orianna from mid, but it looks like Obi looks like he'll be going into the top lane. If I were to just base it off of the Singe pick, I mean, I don't know about Thunder Chicken right now. You could kind of flex any champion in any role at this point, based on what they're seeing. But it looks like it might be either Camille jungle. I'm guessing it's Camille jungle just because Leche Young was jungle last game. So, or is that Singe mid? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. However, Team SBR, their roster is quite direct. Philios bot, Pike bot as well, or support. Orianna mid, Wu King at the top lane, and Shaco with in the jungle.
So I just like to remind everybody.
Apparently the game is now too loud. Hold on. Game is now too loud.
Oh,
Headphone users rip. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Do your sponsorship.
Where were we at? Okay, sponsors. Yeah, hey, you know what? Shout outs to Natopia, Coffee Slut, and Guam Windward Memorial. Proud sponsors of the Ladder Esports events and big advocates of esports and gaming in general. And I promise you, there's so many different things that are in the works to be developed in multiple facets of gaming, depending on where you are in your life, whether you're a high school student, in college, or even just a recreational player. Definitely a bunch of different things going on. So stay tuned and keep following for more cool stuff.
All right, thanks for that. You have another 2 minutes or so of the spectator delay.
No worries.
Yeah.
Man, the client has been so bad. I cannot, like, for some reason, I cannot keep up with the play action.
Yeah, it feels like
Because
we're like 3 seconds behind Arc Pulse.
Arc Pulse, yeah, it's super weird.
Oh, okay.
Because you were
Yeah,
like
and,
calling like, oh yeah, this is crazy. Oh, and it's gonna kill 2 guys, and I'm like, whoa, someone died. I haven't seen anything yet. And then like
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, like,
I see this ultimate.
I could see that it's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. So.
Oh shoot.
I was like, wow, Paul is making the craziest read right now. Like he just knew. Like he's like, oh, he memorized the health totals. Like he knows how much damage this ulti's gonna do.
I really just look at the like, I guess the timeline. If you see your timeline is lagging behind, you kind of can tell if it's not like if the bar is not at the way end. So I kind of just boost it up all the time. I've been boosting it up, so I just didn't want to fall behind.
I think you should chill on that just in case, because you're like blowing past us all the time.
Okay,
It's
okay.
hard to keep up with you.
Gotcha.
You're
I will
from the
let the
future, Paul.
timeline run its course, whether or not we get delayed. So. Oh man.
And since we got another 40 seconds left before the game starts, I just want to remind everybody to sign up for Valorant. We got so many people messaging the Facebook page like, hey, when you guys gonna throw a first-person shooter? When's this COD tournament? When's the Valorant tournament? Valorant's a new game. So the new game is out July 25th to August 15th. That is the length of the league every Saturday at 9 p.m. 2 tournaments for 2 separate regions. Registration, though, ends July 18th. So be sure to sign up ASAP. And
Yeah,
we're about
if you guys
10
like
seconds away.
CS:GO like shooters, Valorant's definitely the game for you. Has a little bit of Overwatch aspects, hero play in it, and CS:GO aim. So if you guys are interested in that, do feel free to join the Valorant tournament. I think I'm pretty interested in casting that one as well. I don't know if I ever got the okay from you, Ken. But...
Yeah, you're gonna cast it. Yeah, cast it.
All right, cool. So I'll be casting for that as well. Your boy administrator, casting everything Riot related to one day hopefully work for them. Probably not gonna happen, but here we go. Going into the
You
game.
gotta start somewhere.
And
Yeah,
don't let
true,
your
true.
dreams be memes.
Yeah, I'm too old for this. These dreams now. I gotta have real dreams.
Valorant's pretty fun to me. Like I'm horrible at first-person shooters, but I kind of enjoy that game quite a bit. So pretty interesting.
I think Valorant's a bit too slow for me because I really liked Apex Legends and like the faster shooter games. Like I also liked Halo a lot, but like the shield based kind of survivey, like you're a little bit tankier than a normal human kind of shooters.
Oh.
That was because you had more space to outplay your opponent. I thought that was fun instead of holding an angle for 6 hours and getting shot in the head.
Yeah,
when you look away for 1 second, the
seems
Valorant
pretty fast
timing.
to me. like you know what I mean? Like I was like,
It's so unfortunate,
Definitely.
Valorant sometimes. So, okay, we are going into this game.
oh man, I love this.
Uh,
What's the frog guy's name again? Cow Tom? Tom
Tom
Cow?
Kench.
Tom Kench.
Tom
Okay.
Kench. Yeah. Tom Kench.
Okay.
Right up. It looks like Thunder Chicken is just gonna go straight for the invade. They want some blood early on. But are they gonna find anyone? It looks like SBR is just gonna steer clear. They're just gonna be like, nope, we're not giving some early game kills. I'm just gonna go and respect everybody else and run away.
Yeah, Shiko is just gonna start at the blue side instead. And for the lineup, we do have Thunder Chicken's off-roll lineup again. Sobi in the top lane is Singe. Cheong in the jungle as Camille. E-Puppy in the mid lane. Lux. Drexstar on ADC. Huh. That's interesting. I know Drex personally, and he's a support main, so this should be interesting. I don't know why you guys are fake leashing. Dunna is their shot caller as well, so this game might be a little bit odd. 'Cause they're fake leashing, and that has not been a strategy since season 6. Like, no one cares if you fake leash. It's all about getting priority now. Drex and Chimpley is just wasting a massive amount of time in the bot lane, allowing them to push. And Helios and Pike do have a very strong level 2, so.
I think the one thing that's actually quite interesting is that it's actually Lux in the top lane.
Yeah, it's
And-
so mid.
And it's Sobi mid, his usual role, and we get a flash in, up and the flip. Oh, first blood. Just take one look away from the screen.
Early mid gank cheese, early middle gank cheese there by Camille and Singe. You don't
Oh,
see
and
that
it looks
every
like
game.
Drex is also gonna get a kill. Tom Kench gonna get that stun off with his tongue after stacking his passives. But it looks like they might be going for a second one. Oh, no.
Drex is just doing some poke damage. That was good Jhin
Hey.
lineup right there.
Oh, it looks like Drea might be in trouble. E-Puppy, where are you gonna go? Not really gonna go anywhere. Fortunate. King's gonna get a kill in the top lane.
You're in the future again, Arc Pulse. Just to let you
Oh,
know.
am I?
Yeah, you are.
Nah. That's so strange. Actually, I have not touched the bar at all. Yeah, I guess I'll try pausing for a little bit.
It might be easier to just watch the stream, which is what I've been doing.
Okay. Oh,
So we picking
there,
up another kill on carry.
right?
I
It's
feel
like,
like
there might. Go ahead.
I feel like the their easiest way to succeed is to get Sobi some kills early, and then he just takes over the game by himself. But on Singe, there's only so much you can do. He's a very one-dimensional champion, so we'll have to see how Sobi makes his lead.
Right, and it looks like there's a play in the bot lane. Looks like this might not be able to live this one, but they might get a kill. Correct? There you go. There's the kill. And it looks like Let Chae-young is here to the rescue, trying to get some kills off, but Pyke is just gonna...
Yeah, Drex can die to the Infernum here, he has to watch out. Okay.
Hey, Drex is really wasn't really respecting that Infernum, so...
He got hit twice by that, I'm pretty sure he would have died. If it was an Infernum into the Graviton, he would have been dead. Ooh, they lost all their sums bot for that now. It's pretty nasty. Good gank there by Juju.
Right.
Shaco box actually feared both of them in that fight, so that was really good CC as well. Good setup. Well played, well played. SBR might have a chance this time since Dunna, their usual shot caller, is not in the game. I don't know who the heck would be shot calling right now either, with Dunna missing. But I'm gonna say Sobi or Chae-young. They're the more experienced players.
Right. Currently, right now, Wukong is actually just really putting a lot of pressure on E Puppy right now. However, he's still down by a few CS, which should not really be the case, but I guess it makes up for it in kills.
It's to be expected against range. He lost a lot of CS early from the poke, so when you're against a range matchup at top, it's always just trying to scavenge whatever CS you can get. But unlike Maokai and the other low CS or low
well, and there's a gank already in the mid lane again. Looks like carry's gonna go down once again. Juju's not gonna be able to respond. Too late.
It's like the same gank every single time. He really does need to get the carries out. More optimal positions. The jungler, when you get ganked that many times and you don't buy a pink, it's just your fault.
Definitely agree, but looks like Wu King's gonna go for a hard engage. He flashes the ulti, gets a kill on E Puppy.
Hey, how's the game sound? Is it too loud or?
I think we're decent.
Oh, super ambitious play here by Maverick.
Right. Oh, and Juju actually revealing himself a little bit too early, but Pyke's gonna get that Q off, and not sure what they're going with this. Let Chae-young just waiting to just hop right in, getting something off of Aphelios, but he's gonna flash out.
And Drex isn't 6 yet, so he doesn't have curtain call. Not able to clean this kill.
They're gonna go back in. Looks like Carry's here, like saying, "Hey, we can fight." Oh, but the missed ulti from Carry. I wonder if that's gonna cost them something. And Sobi just flipping everybody off. Oh
super
no!
Anti-synergy.
Unfortunate, and the ultis locking in everybody, and that's a triple kill going to Sobi.
Drex is so good at hitting his what's that skill called? His deadly flourish. He's hit 3 deadly flourishes back to back. Like, he might not be the best at team fighting with his ADC, but he is so good at hitting his skill shots. I'm like impressed. I'm like watching him the whole time. Hits every single W. He's nuts. He's still a support when he plays ADC.
Hey, you gotta be able to land those hooks or any of your CCs. Am I right?
Yeah, he's notorious for his thrush blitzcrank Pyke. He always hits his hooks. He throws some nutty ones too, so I guess it just translates in all linear skill shots. Yeah, pretty impressive play there, Drex. I know it didn't look like he did anything, but consistently landing your W on Jhin is impressive on its own.
Okay, up, and it looks like another gank once again in the mid lane, but Carry's gonna be flashing out. Now that just invites everybody to come back to the mid lane.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll play safe.
He did buy a pink ward though this time, although it's a bit shallow on the right side of the river. And Camille's been ganking from the top side. Gonna be placing her pink ward on the top side of the river. Looking for a gank on the flashless Oriana soon, I'm sure.
Interesting type of engage from SBR's bot lane. They were trying to go and get a Q off of Jin since they saw that Tom wasn't in lane, but they actually just backed off right away.
I mean, they're few levels behind. Jin's got Curtain Call. It's pretty dangerous for them. We could wait for Aphelios to hit 6, in fact to hit 6. And maybe they can make something happen.
Looks like Sobi's just gonna be going into invading Juju right now. Can he actually get away? I don't know. He's just running and there's the flash. You just flip him over. And Sobi's just gonna be dancing around right now, autoing. And is there a kill? There's the kill. Also, thanks to the Leandri's Torment, dude, that really helps.
Yeah, he's got double ring as well. He's got double Dark Seals, so he's a full value singed. Leandri's first, and very offensive. Still tier 1 paper bag magical boots, but fast enough to catch everyone on the enemy team.
Right. And he's really just not afraid of Oriana right now. He's just standing in front of her turret, even though she's there.
There's nothing she can do to him, honestly. She doesn't even have one item yet. She's been ganking for some time.
Oh, and it looks like a fight in the top lane. Wu-King getting a little bit low, but they get the shutdown on Leche Young. Is E-Puppy gonna get out? Can she? I think she can. Yes, most definitely. Oh, but one more auto? No, she's not gonna get the one more auto. I think that would have killed.
Yeah, she missed the auto attack. She cancelled it on her singularity. Unfortunate. I don't know why they sent her top. Oh, regank. Oh, just a poke.
Oh. One thing I find very interesting right now is that Yu is very brave. No real wards around him, and he's just invading Thunder Chicken's jungle right now.
Shaco's kind of
However, it looks like it's gonna
really safe.
Very true.
Yeah,
However, it looks like it's gonna be four-man bot lane. Every ADC's nightmare.
No, they're already going back. They're safe. They're safe. SBR's bot lane. Give up the tower. Super smart by them. Don't want to give up any more deaths. This game is a little bit closer with a 6 to 11. But objectively, bot lane has received all their plates. They are getting a mountain dragon. And Sophie's just kind of walking around the map for free and taking jungle camps as well.
And it looks
Rolling
like
up to carry, flinging him over her shoulder. Oh no!
Oh, and the
Holding
shield,
it.
no! Oh, and the tongue lash from Chimp! He thought he was out, but he couldn't do anything.
Good roam by Chimp Police.
Yeah.
Nowhere is safe.
Alright. Like, majority of their wards are really in the bot lane, which I can't. Actually, there's not that many
The next
wards
level
in
play. Next
from
level
GG's
play.
SBR.
Does use his clone.
Looks like Leche Young gonna isolate Aphelios, but his team is not really responding to that. They're trying to get a kill off of Drex. I think they should be retreating at this time.
No, Pipe can do reset city right here. What are you doing? Go in, dude!
Oh, there's
Oh
the
my
miss,
God.
and there's Wu-King.
Oh my god. Embarrassing! Wu-King does pick it up, but that was reset city for Pike right there.
And looks like Pike is gonna be going down, ticking away.
Oh boy.
Inch is faster than Fastman.
What would have been what would have been a great play there by SBR defensively. They just gave another kill up for free. That was an unnecessary death by Maverick on Pike.
Right. Definitely did see the potential on Pyke with his ultimate resets. However, just because of their dashes, and the only ones that was nearby was Camille, who just literally dashed away. I didn't really see that working out, but he should have been there definitely a lot earlier.
He had Jin in the back line. That was super low. He had his skill. I think he had his W up. You gotta play Pyke like an assassin, kinda. It's a very odd support, but you can. He could have definitely ulti reset on the Jin and continued killing. What's his items actually? I'm not too sure. Oh, he's got no items. Never mind. That play wasn't possible.
That's what I thought.
He didn't have items to do it.
Oh, and it looks like carry again. I don't understand. Just overextending, getting caught out, but it's a good ulti from him. Very good ulti. However, Sobi flashing the box. Juju trying to get a kill off of Led Chaeyoung. Gonna get that kill, but is it worth it? Well, let me work it.
Oh. Yeah, this is just unfortunate.
Right, and it looks like Wu King's gonna actually get a kill off of Sobi. There's a shutdown.
Ooh. So he played that a little bit too aggressively. His entire team was still behind the tower with no commitment. They did not destroy the tower for him, nor did they assist him in the fight. I'm sure he's very angry right now.
One thing I find very interesting is, Wu King right here, he has 5 kills. He has a bounty on him, but he opted for Ward. Why not Triforce?
Or Black Cleaver. Well,
Right.
Borg is super strong right now for most bruiser top laners, so it's not the worst buy.
Right.
I don't know, I couldn't justify buying a Borg here on Wukong. I would want my cooldowns for team fights and stuff, but
Exactly.
yeah, maybe he's just trying to split push and win through 1v1s by staying top the whole day. I mean, he is an Ignite top laner. Ignite top laner is a super tiny brain. Everyone takes teleport now to get to fights and be useful, but he's probably just gonna look for 1v1s.
Right, and it looks like Sobi just gonna be getting that ticking damage off of Pyke. Is that gonna kill? No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Just gonna walk by, murder everybody with his Leandres.
Looks like
Pyke
Chip.
has ridiculous regen, so.
Chip's gonna be fighting Juju in the river. But Juju, I'm not sure what you're doing against that tank, buddy.
Yeah, support, by the way. Unfortunately, that does not disable the Shaco box. Only Sweeper does. Just walk into it, Chip, please. Oh, Drexstar one-shotting the box. Pretty sure that guy has an eye edge already. Yes, he does.
Up and there's Wukong ulti. The only one they really want to prioritize is Chip. Oh, actually, Led Chaeyoung gonna go down. Did they get the? Where did it go?
They're going pretty hard here.
Oh,
They
Juju
picked it
was
up.
able
They were
to
able to
secure.
steal it. Yeah, they were able to steal it and get 2 kills. So they do have a fighting chance in this otherwise uphill battle. I'm sure that Thunder Chicken is just trolling though, because my goodness, that was so bad. That was so poorly played. You can see the difference between having a shot caller on your team and just having a bunch of monkeys run around on your team. This is just solo queue in a nutshell. Like Thunder Chicken, sure they're decent individually, but without Dunna shot calling for them, they are just a bunch of headless chickens just running around the map trying to kill things. There's no organization. Like Dragon's not warded for yet. Yeah, they're not poised to take any objectives quickly, but they are running around killing things.
Definitely see the difference. Pretty much by this point, we would have had like how many Drakes taken away or secured. He did do a lot of damage, or they did take some towers, however. It's like a little bit of a fight and skirmish, but they're just gonna walk out. Okay.
Ooh,
Up.
good dodge there by Juju, using his clone to dodge the final Lucan. Did they change the name of that? They changed his final part, right? Yeah, they made it English.
Up.
Ooh, Juju
And-
able to pick up a kill.
Juju getting a double kill over Sobi. What we missed is just soloed Ilios in the bot lane. Now Sobi looking to get some kills, but
There's
actually
only
getting
so much
shut down.
Singe can do. There's only so much shit Singe can do. Oh no. Might go into a game 3 because they're just playing so badly. Completely different team. Drex, what are you even doing top right now, man?
Right,
Realistically.
and E-Puppy pushing up without a team. Gonna get chunked away.
Yep,
Puppy,
into
you're
the
0 and
bot.
4.
What beauty truly
Yeah,
is.
they are. Thunder Chicken is just straight up inting.
A lot.
don't
They're
know
not
if they
respecting
want
it right
to
now.
lose. I don't know if they're trying to lose to get a game 3, but they sure are heading in that direction.
Yeah, please don't purposely lose for a game 3. That's not.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still in control of the game in terms of objectives on the map, but they're just playing so badly. It's a completely different team when Dana's on the team. Sobi's just doing his own thing, running around with his head cut off. So. I mean, he's in a position to do that because he's fed, but he's Singed and he can only do so much. He's got a Medjai with 0 stacks on it because he inted all his stacks away.
100% agree. And also, just the fact right now, I think that SBR can really pick up their gameplay if they actually ward a lot more. Just because I look at the map, it's just lit up for Team Thunder Chicken right now. However, a very premature Herald, not quite sure. You typically like it underneath the tower already or near it to lunge in.
He'll still get the headbutt in.
Yeah.
They should be able to take that entire damage.
It looks like red team, looks like Thunder Chicken's gonna be taking a Drake, but it looks like it's gonna be a little bit of a team fight. Chimp getting really low. E-Puppy getting ulted by Oriana. Drex doing curtain call, getting some picks off. Sobi just running. Yanni's just running. And just running. With Wu King trying to just get up turret.
That was See, that's where teleport would have been useful, right? If Wukong had teleport there, that team fight would have been different because Drex immediately dropped in the curtain call when they're full health, doing absolutely nothing to influence the fight. And you know, Lux and Drex are basically in the same area. If Wukong was able to get a ward or a teleport to a mini wave, would have made the difference. But instead, he just takes 1 tower. They lose Drake.
Alright, definitely.
Top laners need teleport, guys.
Oh, and we get a shutdown off of Drex, but looks like Sobi's chasing, not gonna be able to get anything because Pike flashes over the wall. Missed opportunities.
Why did he flash? He had a blast cone right there.
Definitely panic mode right now.
It's a fire dragon bot. Get hella blast cones. Yeah, pretty safely played though. Trying not to give Sobi any more kills or stacks on Medjai. Oh, he got 12 now. Alright, it's like you get 1 team fight, you get 12 stacks. No punish.
Must be nice.
Protobelt, Shirelia's, Medjai's. What's his next item?
I'd like to think it's another movement speed item unless he doesn't want to go that fast. So,
I could get Rylai's. Just slow him down.
definitely good in conjunction with the Andres, so to get that super big chunk damage. But I'm gonna, if he wants to double up on his speed, he could get a Righteous Glory.
Yeah, Righteous Glory might be it for him, depending on how he wants to play it. If he's memeing, he's gonna go Righteous Glory. Yeah, he's eating up all of their jungle. He's at 203 TS, completely eclipsing everyone else in the game.
Up, Sobi. Once again, trapping out the Wu King. But Wu King won't be able to leave. He's gonna get caught out with Leche Young's ult. And there's the flash for Sobi, getting the kill on Pyke. Oh, and it looks like Leche Young's not ready to call this over. He still wants to get some fight in.
Oh, GG's doing really well at dodging skills at this point. It's pretty good.
I definitely seen his expertise on that. I'm not quite sure if he's actually a Shaco main, but he definitely plays quite close to it, at least.
And they might just be playing comfort picks because of the last game. Going from team comps to comfort picks is a pretty standard panic reaction. And sometimes it is the better thing to do. Against better players, like if team comps don't work, just play what you can.
Wow, Drex with that movement, dodging Pyke's abilities. And Drex gonna solo kill Pyke. And Carrie's not gonna be able to do anything. Wait! Is there 200 years? Oh, 200 years. Oh, and the curtain call! E-Puppy
Nice curtain call.
not gonna be able to capitalize. Wow. Drex played that really well. Just by
all that time
walking
he
in place.
spent playing hook champions, he knows how to play against them as well. So can't play stuff like Pyke and Thresh and Drex. He knows what's up. And there's just no cohesiveness. There's just small skirmishes all over the map.
Yeah, it seems at this point it's just team deathmatch. I'm waiting for an actual objective play to kind of go forward. Really looking like pure solo queue at this point.
Yeah, Dragon's coming up. Baron's already up, so I'm sure Thunder Chicken will look to take one of those objectives eventually. SBR does realize this, and they're pinging it on their chat. Although they have 0 wards on it.
That's one of the things I would like to always say that they need to really work on. But Juju feeling himself a little too much. Decent ult by Wu King, but no follow-up from his team. They were just all in the back, chilling. Getting caught out by Sobi, or cut off by Sobi. And there's the ulti from Ori, but not gonna do anything. 200 years, what can you do? Flash over the wall and heal? That's what I'd say. Up, and Toby, he's just looking out for blood. Definitely, I'm pretty sure he's willing to dive that, but still waiting for his team. Go, there's the spam question mark ping.
Yeah, that was too early to engage on the dragon there. They were not in a position to play it like that, but
And Juju just autoing the dragon without his team? I know he could outplay, but once he got locked down by Singe, W?
that was a misplay. They warded it and thought they weren't doing it or something. They have no wards in the area other than the one they put in pit. That was just a bad decision. Overall.
Right, and then Harry gonna get that blue buff, but is it worth it? I don't know. Actually, it will be. He's just gonna have to Zhonya to help save.
They're all dying to the poison.
Yeah, Sobi was just trying their hardest to clear their blue buff.
How much health does that guy live with? Like 50 health? Wow. Good Zhonyas. They do have some kind of ward, but they only have the scrying wards, farsight wards on Baron. Pyke
Right,
needs to get in
I'm
there.
pretty sure we're just waiting for a play right now. Waiting for Sobi to come back up, probably make a Baron play. I'd like to hope for, but Leche Young gonna be able to get C carry out in the bot lane, overextended. No turrets near him, no teammates near him. What are you doing?
Yeah, just very overall bad positioning. Everything is overextending against this team at this point because they just need to wait for the waves to come in. They do need Baron warded. I think someone should walk with Pyke to go do that. I think they've already conceded it. Oh, Juju walking into the lane that you just saw Orianna die in.
Up, and it looks like Leche Young might be a little bit caught out here, but there's a Tom Kench ult, and Sobi is here to the rescue. Very good rotation by Team Thunder Chicken.
But Drex is still solo top lane with Jin, so.
Yeah. Up, and the flash from Puppy into Tom Kench.
I think Tom Kench could have done that over the wall, actually.
Yeah, I don't understand the need for a flash, but there's the engage. Actually dropping the ulti on Wukong for Orianna's ult, so it's very, very good. Looks like they're in a bad spot. Team Thunder Chicken has to really run back, but Sobi still living, just chilling, walking around.
Oh, Pyke, unfortunate. He missed that ultimate, and it cost him his life.
Yeah, it would have been very good for him. Juju, not respecting the Jin at his fourth shot. Kind of risky play. Here's the curtain call. Wu King up, but then they don't even notice E-Puppy. What? Map awareness.
Life awareness.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could close this game. Drex has just been pushing top by himself the whole game, and
Alright,
I
they
don't
could
know
have
what
easily
possessed
just
that
played their
man.
Jin.
I do not know what possessed the Juju man to go into that. That was a bit suicidal.
Right, especially when you're that low, and Jin had his fourth shot. Easy execute. Very good
I mean,
ultimate outplay, but not
he
good
did
enough to
bait-
burst him.
He did bait the Jin into shooting the clone. But it's like there's no plan after that. So.
Very true, very true. Now here is the Baron play. 3 inhibs down. They're not gonna be able to respond. SBR is just gonna be, well, Juju's gonna be farming his wolves, and the rest of his team is gonna be trying to push out. Also, Soul is coming up for Team Thunder Chicken. Just a few seconds. If they try to opt for it, looks like Drex is gonna be the one soloing it, or with the help of Obi maybe.
I think Drex is just trying to.
Never mind. There's the rest of his team.
Oh, that's Dance Cinch.
Wow.
That does actually work on his Q, so it makes sense. But ooh, fourth shot smite by Drex boy there. Gonna be picking up that dragon soul.
Right, and it looks like Chimp just ulted into turret range. With Drex, they're kind of trolling there a little bit, but Drex can still easily outmaneuver and run away from Jin.
Drex is Jin.
You know? Oh, sorry, it's from Wu King. My bad, my bad. Oh, and there's the kills, everybody.
Woo. Nice curtain call, Drex.
Up, and there it is. Ace, the one to win it all, and oh, the flip. Are they gonna get a kill? Oh, there's the final kill. That's a GG. Looks like it's gonna be Team Thunder Chicken going to the finals next week.
GG, well played. That was a Thunder Chicken without their primary shot caller, so still very formidable as a team with no head.
But they did play significantly less optimal
Worse.
that game. Yeah,
Yeah, that was sloppy.
it was very sloppy. But you know, good enough
they
for them
still
to
managed.
make it to the
Yeah.
finals. They
Yes,
stomped their
sir.
way there too. So, but you know, big shout outs to the two teams that did not make it to the finals. They'll be playing for the third place game next week as well. SBR and UOG, Triton Esports. Round of applause to those two teams who played very well all season and enjoyed the experience. You know what I mean? Like, there is only going to be one champ. And it's good to see that
The next label
are
play.
other
Next
players
label
who,
play.
you know, are interested in competing, even if they didn't make it to the finals. But next week finals is set 9 p.m. next Saturday. ND Phase Rush versus Thunder Chicken. The rivalry continues, but best 2 out of 3. So we'll see what happens. That should be exciting. ND Phase Rush looking to not get caught off guard by the whooping that they got last or 2 weeks ago from Thunder Chicken, and just being totally outplayed. But we will see what happens, right? Any final words, guys?
Like I've been saying all season, I'm just now that we're coming to a close and it's the finals, I'm really excited for that one. Top 2 teams, definitely gonna be seeing a lot more high intensity play, or high level play with both of them. So definitely be sure to catch us next week, 9 p.m.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, one last time, guys, I just would like to remind everybody, sign up for the Valorant tournament. If you're looking for the sign up, it's right here in the Twitch channel. Just go down to the Discord, and there will be an event registration page where you can sign your team up, whether it be North America or Asia Pacific. $70 per team. There is a prize payout for the top team, and matches played every Saturday at 9 p.m. So it should be fun. If you like that game, show your support for it. Definitely tune in. Register a team, or at least just come by and watch the stream and check it out. On that note, guys, thank you again. We will see you next week with the finals, 9 p.m. on Saturday. Thunder Chicken versus ND Phase Rush. Goodbye.
That should be a good game.